Okay, so when the wavelength is long, the frequency is low and the energy is low. When the wavelength is short, the frequency is high and the energy is high. For the quantum table, the symbol that looks like an L, the secondary quantum number starts with 0. The possible magnetic quantum number would be 0, and that is the s orbital. The next line we have 1. The possible m values are listed, and then the orbital name is p. In the second, or the 2, it would be the possible m values would be -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. In this one, it has 5 orbitals, which orbitals are 2 times the secondary quantum number plus 1, and the orbital name was D, and 3, we have -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. That would be the F orbital, and it has 7 orbitals. So for the periodic properties, B, barium, is larger than magnesium because radius increases moving down the groups on the table. And chlorine is smaller than silicone because radius decreases across the periods. For ionic radius, the cations are smaller than their corresponding atoms because the loss of electrons, and anions are much larger than their corresponding atoms because they gained electrons. So which is larger, Na or Na1? I put sodium because Na1 is a cation, and which is smaller, N or N3 negative, and N because N3 negative is an anion. For the trends in first ionization energy, as size of the atomic radius increases, the ionization energy decreases. So fluorine is larger because it decreases down the group, and sodium, or no, fluorine is larger because it decreases down the group, and then sodium is smaller because ionization energy increases across the period. So the trends in electron affinity, process of adding an electron to a gaseous atom to form an anion. Electron affinity generally increase across a period and then decrease down a group. Which atom has a higher electron affinity? And I put bromine because it increases across the period. Trends in metallic character increase as we move down a group and decrease across a period. Which atom has more metallic character? And that would be cesium. And which atom has less metallic character? And it would be arsenic.